Hello everyone, how are you? Hello, hi Nim, how you doing? Thank you all for being here. I am of course Punkee Judester. Oh hello, my cat has decided to make an appearance. Hi boy, how you doing? Oh, he wants cuddles. How you guys doing? I am Punkee Judester. I am a university professor in gaming history, history of industry, all things to do with gaming and communicating around gaming. Yeah, and that's a fun job, and also a variety streamer. This is kind of like a part-time thing for me, as you will know. I'm trying to up my game in the streaming thing. I'm trying to get more into streaming and do that a bit more because obviously it's fun. Hi, Colleen. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Um, yeah, it's been crazy. Like, I was so many things have been happening this last week. It's just absolutely crazy. Um, and yeah, it's just I'm getting back into streaming. I was supposed to be streaming the weekend, but I took that off because of issues, personal issues. I don't want to go into that, but anyway. So it's been a hectic time. Um, I'm going to sort of be changing the way I stream from now on. I think we're trying to work out how we can get the students involved and get them more into it because the whole point of this channel, like I said before, was to do stuff for the students and get them to understand how communication works with gaming. Because I teach the history of communication, and initially that was supposed to just be the history of communication, like how communication evolved, how we learnt to communicate as a species, from all that kind of all the good stuff like noises and stuff to language and writing and all that stuff. And now they're like, no, 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 it has to be to do with gaming now. And I'm like, okay. So my whole syllabus is just going out the window. Yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And so yeah, like as I said, I teach all this stuff as a living. This is my job. So I started streaming as just a way of getting my students more involved, trying to do stuff for them. So we're trying to work out ways we can get them involved. Still need to work that out because it's a right pain in the butt. Um, so yeah, it's hopefully very soon it won't just be me that you guys are having to put up with. It'll be other people. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. Like I said, it's been a really tough week. I don't want to go into the whys and wherefores of that, because I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff from that. But yeah, it's been a tough time. So I'm super super grateful to you guys for being here and supporting me because it has been horrible. um, but yeah, so thank you for being here. Yeah, don't want to go into personal stuff, but yeah. Anyway, it's just crazy, it's I've learned a lot this last week about streaming and things like that, and I was going to stream at the weekend. I was going to stream gas station simulator, but obviously things happened and stopped that. So I've been rethinking what I'm going to stream. I think that Fridays from now on will be FPS Friday. Sega have been amazing to me, and so I'm going to make either Saturday or Sunday Sega Day, and stream some Sega games because I think that'd be quite fun. And you guys will get to see how badly I suck at video games that aren't FPS. I'm not saying I'm good at FPS, but you guys will get to see how bad I am at everything else. I suck at video games. I should just point that one out. I do just suck at video games. I know a lot about the history and all that kind of stuff, but I'm actually not a very good gamer. So, but yeah, my cat has decided that he is staying on my lap. So, I have my cat with me this week, so that's nice. He's helping me stay calm through everything. But yes, welcome to the podcast. This is where we delve into what is going on in the world of gaming and gaming news. So There goes my ideas for Sega Sunday. Right! Circling. Hey, we can collab! We'll do collab. You know, we'll do a multiplayer thing on Parsec or something. We'll do that. Because I was literally thinking Sega Sunday, doing Sega streams on Sunday afternoons. So we should collab. We should do something together. That'd be fun. Do a joint stream. That'd be kind of fun. Um, so yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be a lot of fun. I've got a load of Sega games, so we'll sort this. We'll sort this. It will be fun. It will be fun. But yeah, I'm super glad you guys are here. I'm happy to have you here. It's awesome. We still got around to play Streets of Rage 4. Yes, we do need to play Streets of Rage 4. We do. Um, I heard I played Streets of Rage 4 a while ago on stream, and yeah, it's so much fun when it's multiplayer. Do you have it? What do you have it on? Because I have it on. I've got it on Switch, PC, and PlayStation. So it depends what you've got it on. I think you've got it on PlayStation, if I'm right in remembering that. Because you are the PlayStation girl. On PS4, no worries then. Yes, so we can play that together. That's not a problem. We can definitely do that. Because last time I played it was on PC and it was a nightmare getting it running. But yeah, so on PlayStation 4, no worries. We can sort that. We can definitely do that. We can definitely co-stream on PS4. Because also I now have a capture card, so I can just plug that into the back of my PS5, and you know, and we can do that. That is not not a problem. We should definitely do that. It'd be a lot of fun. PlayStation girl. That's my new. Yes, it is your new nickname. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like you are a fellow PlayStation fan. But which we'll be talking about in a sec. I have to say, we will be talking about that. Let me just do this. Oh, that's not good. Hang on, let me go into the options on this one. Why is that not showing? Why is that not showing? Oh dear. No, no. There we go. There we go. The first bit of information we're talking about. For today's Street might be implementing some new chat options to curb abuse for streamers. This is good. Last week when I was streaming, we had some of those hotspots come in and sort of follow me, and it was like, no, ban them, ban them, ban them. So apparently Twitch are bringing in implementations for options to curb these streamers. This is good news for myself and fellow streamers. It says here it looks like Twitch is set to introduce new chat options for streamers in an attempt to squash the recent rise in rate hate. According to screenshots from Zach Busey, a journalist specializing in streamers, and streamer Dracon TV, creators will soon be able to toggle what level of verification users need to have in chat in their streams. Currently there's one option, email verification, but the new settings will allow streamers to require either email or mobile verification. This is good. This is good news because so many streamers that I know have been having issues with the hotspot thing and other bots coming into their things, and every time I log out I basically put this as emote only, because you know I'm using a thing so that you guys can type, but if I was using my regular thing, it would be on emote only mode, because for security purposes, because of these hate raids, and it's so crazy, like it's really annoying. I do need to probably check that I have actually got emote only mode turned off. Let me just check, because obviously Colleen is a mod, so she can bypass that. Yeah, no, I do. I have it. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. And there we go. See what I'm talking about? There we go. Really? Can we just ban them? Hi, Cal. Hi, Cal. So let's just ban this one. Let's just ban this bot. How you doing, girl? How you doing? There we go. Let's just ban that one straight away. How you doing? Good. Thank you for being here. Yay, Cal's here. Um, yeah. So you can type. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. Because I had it on that. But yeah, it's ridiculous. All of these bots that are coming in, and it's just excuse me. It's just so stupid. It's just too fast for me. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Um, well, no, I saw it straight away. But yeah, it's just this whole bot thing. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. It really is. And it just really, really annoys me. You know, the fact that so many of us are having to put up with this stuff. Um, and it sucks because why should we have to put up with this? These hate bots are not welcome. These hate bots are not good. I have had so many. All of my friends have had so many. One of my mates was actually putting a list up um, on their Twitter saying like these are the channels you have to ban, and it's just like, yeah, it's ridiculous, and it really really annoys me. Um, It's live user 2, notice left chat immediate. Yeah, I know, true, and you're right. It is a live user. It's somebody who is there, who is literally watching, and the thing is, because I said, okay, no worries, we can do that afterwards. Because the thing is, as soon as I said I had it on emote chat, okay, True, no worries, we will talk afterwards. um, I will DM me or whatever when we're done, when I'm done here. Um, no, I said about emote chat, and they were like, haven't haven't bothered banning the follow bots. They disappear after a few days. They haven't caused a ruckus in my chat. Well, no, I get that, Nim. Like, I would rather ban them, um, and just be like, you know what, just get rid of them because they've caused issues. I've seen other people who've had issues. I've seen other streamers who put stuff on Twitter and that, like clips of the problems they've caused. And it's just, it's not good. Anything like that is not good. Um, Anything where, you can have something, because that's the thing, like what Turin said, it's a live user. Like I mentioned emote chat and suddenly boom, you know, that one came in. So it's obviously people who are doing this maliciously. I've only had two pop up. I banned them and the other hasn't returned yet. Yeah, and you're right, Cal, it is too much. It is really bad. It's like, this stuff shouldn't be going on. Like we're we're doing this, for certain people it's a job. I have friends who this is their job. They stream full time, and others who, like me, we have a job, and this is something we do. I've had just one. It was enough to put me off for a while. I know, I get that, Cal. I totally do. And I'm very lucky. This isn't my job. Because some of the bots can be really dangerous and spout hateful stuff. Um, Spamming, yeah, I know it is rude. Yeah, it's really not good. And that's the thing. It's like, um, it's really really not good because especially if it is your job, like, and this is what you do for a living, getting things like that where you could get a ban for it. That's really not cool. Oh, hang on, I just noticed that the thing is 1K. There we go. That's better. And it really annoys me. If you, it just, yeah. So for me, it's not a big issue because I have a full-time job. I get paid. I'm a teacher. So, but anyone who does this full-time, and if they get into issues because of it and it kills their livelihood, that's not cool. I have friends who do this full-time, and obviously I want them to succeed. I want to see them do well. But when you have bots that are posting things that are hateful, and Um, there was one guy who was just spamming the N word constantly, and he got in trouble because it was on his channel, it was his chat, but it was like it wasn't him. You know, it was racist against him, and that's really not cool. You know, the fact that there's not the protections that is needed. Um, it's I really yeah no that really annoys me. I had one idiot create 21 accounts, leave me 21 dislikes on YouTube video. Uh, anyway, long story short, I replied, thanks for the extra. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's extra views. And they create so many comments that overflow the real comments. Yes, this is very true, and this is why I banned them straight away. Like, if I see something that looks dodgy, they get banned straight away. I do not want that stuff in on my channel. I really don't want that. And it's not cool. It's not fair on streamers. You know, most of us are doing this just for fun. We're just trying to have a laugh. We're just trying to give something back, show appreciation of the games that we like. So anything like that is just, it's really not cool. Um, so yeah, it really annoys me. It really, really annoys me. And I think that, you know, it's just, yeah. And so I kind of get why people put into place follower only chat, but even then they get around that. The member of Shah's community got a Twitch ban because of hate speech. Weren't even streaming. Yes. Didn't that stream? Same thing happened to Faz. Yes, it happened to Faz. You're right. He wasn't even streaming, and he got banned. He got in trouble for hate speech. And Faz is an LGBTQ ally. Is North Indian Muslim. So you know, the whole fact that anyone would suspect him of hate speech is really bad, and it's really not fair. Um, and I tweeted out about it. So many people tweeted out about it, saying, you know, and the fact that the hashtag Twitch do better got trending just shows how bad it is, because people are just like, no, we don't want this. It's madness. It is madness. And it's really messed up, because it's like, you know, do people not have anything better to do than create these accounts and just troll people? It's so bad. This is Sparta! It's a madhouse! Um, but you've got to wonder, like, do people not have anything better to do? Because, yeah, it's like, it's really pathetic. It really, really is pathetic. The fact that some people think that this is okay, and it's really not. It's really not okay. Um, because you are messing with people's livelihoods. You are messing with people that are just trying to have fun and just trying to do something, give something back. And this is the thanks they get. It's really not on. And I hope that Twitch does implement something. Admittedly, I think that having email verification and mobile verification is a good idea, because like on my phone I have two-step verification. Like I have a Google verification thing, so I have to verify my account, and I think that's important because that does protect people. It's not just good for the streamers, but it's also good for Twitch, to have this kind of thing in place, because if Twitch is getting a reputation as being a place where this kind of thing happens, that's not a good look for the company. And of course, they don't want that kind of thing. You know, they have their trust team that are supposed to be there to stop, you know, keep people safe and protect people. Do something about this then. This is actually a problem. This is actually something that's going wrong and needs to be sorted. Two-step verification and accounts that are over a week old, methinks. Well, the problem is, I like when I created this account, I was going on to streamers that I followed and I was commenting, and that was on the first day that I had the account. And I think if you say you have to have an account for a week before you can comment, that kind of takes away from that, because you're going to watch the streamers that you want to watch. You're gonna want to interact straight away. Um, But two-step verification needs to be a thing. I think there needs to be account verification before people can do anything. Because if people are just creating these accounts as and when, it's, you know, as soon as you see the word host, people are like, nope, ban, you know, and it's just, it puts you in a, because I never had this problem before. I'm a tiny streamer. I only have like I don't even have 170 followers. So I'm a tiny streamer, and the fact that I'm getting these things is not good. I don't stream that often. I'm going to be streaming more, but it's really annoying. So I think verification of the accounts is a good thing for this. People should be allowed to comment on whatever streamers they want, but there does need to be some kind of level of control on the part of Twitch to check that they are legit and they're not just messing people around. Um, but yeah, I think the ball is in Twitch's court as far as this is concerned. They have to do more to protect not just the streamers but their platform. Because to make an account to join friends, yeah, exactly. You make the account because you want to watch your friend stream, and if you can't just jump straight in and be part of it, you have to wait a week before you can actually comment on your friend stream. That kind of takes part of the fun away of it. Um, so yeah, I think that's super important that if you can verify your account, then you should be allowed to stream. But these people are just creating these accounts and then just posting stuff and causing issues, and that's not okay. They need to be verified. They need email verification and at the very least, email verification, so that we can protect the platform, that we can protect the streamers. Because the thing is, if another service comes along that will do the same things that Twitch does and allows that level of protection from that kind of thing, I didn't think that through, silly me. But this is why I'm the lecturer, Cal. But no, it's not silly you. Don't be silly. The thing is, it protects the platform. If another company comes along and creates a similar streaming platform that has these protections and will stop this kind of thing, everyone will migrate to that. Um, like just the problem is that Twitch is that big. There've been other alternatives like Mixer and that, which have tried to take away Twitch's throne, but Twitch is so big. But the thing is, if you mess with the streamers and you cause them problems and you don't protect them, then you've got no platform, because they will find something else. People have been going over to YouTube now. Like I dual stream on both Twitch and YouTube, and if there isn't that protection there, then people are going to just go to YouTube. And we've already seen certain streamers just move over there because of the problems that there are on Twitch. So I think Twitch really needs to get its head up its backside and realize that this is a problem and they need to do something about it, because otherwise it's going to continue being an issue and they will lose viewers, they will lose streamers, and that's not in their interest. So for the interest of not just the streamers, but for the company in and of itself, they definitely need to do something, and that is super important. Because let's be honest, Twitch wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the streamers. Twitch is just a platform for people like me and all my friends who are streamers to put our stuff out there. We could quite well go somewhere else. We could quite well go onto YouTube and just do YouTube. But so Twitch makes its money off of us. Let's be honest about this. Twitch makes its money from us. So they need us. They need to protect us so that we don't have these issues. Because otherwise their platform is dead. And here's me switching from YouTube to Twitch. Maybe I should switch back. Do both. I'm doing both. Honestly, do both. It's definitely worth doing both. Because I'd stream on Twitch, and then Fifi, what the hell? What are you doing, mate? Get down, you annoyance. I love my cat, but he's so annoying. I would stream on Twitch and then download the thing and then upload it onto YouTube. Now I'm just dual streaming because it's just, why not? It saves me a part of the hassle. But I think that it is important to have presence on both. You need to have presence on both. Because some people will watch YouTube and won't watch Twitch. I never watched Twitch until a year or so ago, because somebody that I knew back then was streaming on Twitch, so that's why I joined Twitch. It wasn't this username, it wasn't this account. I had a completely different account back then. It's how I got to know Gaming Muso. It's how I got to know some other people in the community, Supersonic, people like that. And you know, it is really cool to be part of this community, but I think it is important that you don't just stay on the one platform. You have to be multi-platform, just in case. Just, you know, keep both sides going. I could never watch Twitch offline. I'll watch re-uploads on YouTube. Right, exactly. And that's why I put it on both, because people watch it when they want on YouTube. You know, they don't necessarily watch the live show on YouTube, but they'll watch it back on YouTube. So it depends on the people that you're going after. But it is important to have both. It is definitely important to have both. I mean, I started on YouTube as well. I started making the podcast on YouTube. It was much more edited. It was much, you know, I filmed it, I edited it, I took obviously the bloopers. The blooper reels were hilarious. My first podcast that I did was with my friend Yoshi, and the blooper reel. Oh my god! If you guys could see the blooper reel. Oh, it was fun. It was so much fun. If you guys saw the blooper reel, you'd just be like, because he's my mate. We were just chatting. We were chatting so much rubbish. I think I'd had a couple of pints. He was, you know, it was just fun, and so I had to edit out so much stuff because it was just, yeah. We took it so seriously. But it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of tea spilt, as they say, because he's worked in the TV industry, in the movie industry, and we were just, oh, it was so much fun. I messed up so many times on my intro. He was just taking the piss out of me, something chronic, and which then got me giggling, and then I couldn't do the intro. And he's like, "Do you want me to shut up?" And yeah, could you just let me get the intro out and then we can move on? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, go to my YouTube channel, look up the first episode of the podcast, and you'll see it's edited. There are jump cuts all over the place, but and also because when I first did it, I couldn't do more than 15 minutes, so I had to do it in 2 parts. And if we'd have done it live, it just would have been hilarious, because like I'm supposed to be streaming with Yoshi at some point. We need to set this up. And yeah, it was so much fun. Yoshi is an amazing guy. He worked on Star Wars. He worked on The Mandalorian as a visual effects artist. Already subscribed. Many of them had. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Thank you for having a look. But yeah, like Yoshi actually worked on The Mandalorian. He worked on Star Wars. He's a VFX artist. He worked on Call of Duty. He's worked on some insane games. And really, really nice guy. Really, really down to earth. And an amazing friend. I love him to bits. And which is why I was supposed to be interviewing somebody else for my first podcast episode, but they kind of flaked on me. And so I said, Yosh, help me, help me, I need to. And so we did, hello, you coming back, are you? And my cat's coming back now. So we did that, and it was so much fun. We had so much fun. We had a good laugh. I would love to upload the whole thing. I'm not even sure I have the whole thing. I will have to check if I can find the raw footage and just upload the whole raw footage thing, because we were just... Yeah, it was so much fun. We were just talking so much rubbish. It just went off on tangents, which is why we had to edit it, because it was just like, we just went off on tangents about everything, which I do now, in case you hadn't noticed. But yeah, it was so much fun. But when I started, my first live stream was last January. It was because it was for my birthday, and it was on lockdown, and I didn't know what to do. I wanted to do something to mark my birthday, and so we did a charity live stream, because I wanted to do something good. We raised some money for Great Ormond Street Hospital. So, and those of you who aren't British, Great Ormond Street is a children's hospital. It's like the British equivalent of St. Jude's for you guys who are in America. So we did a whole evening of gaming. We had Joe from GameSack who came on. Yoshi took part. My friend Leon, who is a special effects artist, who worked on some insane movie. He worked on what's it called, Justice League and other stuff. Game of Thrones. He's pretty cool. I do have yeet my butt to work. Really. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here, Cal. Have a nice day at work. Colleen, could you please give Cal a shout out? That would be awesome. Lots of positive vibes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cal. Cal is lovely. Please give her a shout out for me, Colleen, if you don't mind. Give her a follow. She's lovely. She's absolutely lovely. And Canadian. Merci d'être là, Cal. Je t'adore. Gros, 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 gros bisous. Plein de bisous. Je te remercie beaucoup. But yeah, yeah. So we had him on. We had Drunken Master Paul. We had Gaming Muso on. It was so much fun. Like we had a lot of fun gaming. We raised some decent amount of money for Great Ormond Street. And it was at that point where I realized, moi aussi je t'adore. Oui, toi aussi, passe une bonne journée. Je t'embrasse. Merci d'être là. But yeah, it was so much fun, and I realized that I could do the because the thing is when I was doing it on YouTube, I was filming it, I was editing it, I was then putting it up online, and I'm like, this is taking me so much time, like, because it takes a lot of time to edit, to add all the graphics in and all that stuff. I really should learn French. You should. It's a great language to know. I will tell you a story in a second. So like I was just like, this is so much effort. I can't do this, because it was literally me on my own. Because my students were on lockdown, they couldn't come in, and they had their projects and stuff. So I was doing everything, and it took ages, and it was really tiring. And I was like, do you know what? Why don't I just live stream the podcast? And my friend Ibs from Sega gave me a whole bunch of games to live stream for my birthday, which we didn't even stream all of them. We streamed the ones people wanted to play, which was mostly the Mega Drive collection, and Streets of Rage 4. So I've got a whole bunch of Sega games I need to stream through. But it was so much fun, and so that's why I started with live streaming, and I started playing other games as well. That was how I got into live streaming. But yeah, I'd been on YouTube. And I think it is good that there are these two platforms, and you can stream on both. And I think it is important to do that. It is important to be where the public is, be where people will watch you, and it's a lot of fun. But to go back to the whole French thing that Colleen mentioned, I speak fluent French. I live in France. In case you didn't know, there's the logo up there in the top corner for the university. There've been stuff about the university there, and I was, before I moved to France, I was at the pub with my best mate Julia, and the barman was French, and he knew I spoke fluent French, and we'd chat in French, him and me. And one day there was a rugby match, England-France, and there's this French guy who's like insulting the French, and I just turned around and in French I said, écoute, si tu veux insulter les Anglais, rassure-toi qu'il n'y a pas de gens qui parlent français ici, which means literally, if you're going to insult us in French, at least be sure that there's no one who speaks French here. And he went, I'm buying you a pint. And I'm like, bring it, mate, which is fun. But the best one was when my friend Julia said that I had lived in France and I just got to speak French. To this dude we were talking to, and he goes, "Oh, speak French to me, it's so sexy." And I just looked him straight in the eye and I went, "Monsieur, est-ce que vous aviez une crème? Parce que j'ai des hémorroïdes terribles en ce moment." And he was like, "Oh my god, that's so sexy." And the barman is pissing himself laughing. And Julia goes up to him and goes, "Why are you laughing?" He goes, "Well, what she said." And she goes, "What did she say?" And what I had said was, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a cream? Because I have really bad hemorrhoids at the moment." Which when you say it in English, not so. But apparently, because it was French, it was sexy. But yeah, I do speak fluent French. I speak Italian as well. I speak a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of Japanese. Hajimemashite. But yeah, I speak of smatterings of different languages, but because I like languages. What can I tell you? Anyway, let's continue with the news. Next piece of thing. This is interesting news. If it will load onto Opera. There we go. Steam will still let you revert to old game builds despite beta concerns. Okay, so it says update. Valve's responded to claim that Steam will soon disable the option to download previous versions of games. In a statement provided to PC Gamer, a spokesperson claims that the company is not planning to disable access to older versions of software. This is good, because sometimes you get older versions of software that work better than the new version. You have problems with the new versions, and they're saying no. So the original story is the option to revert to older build of games has been an undocumented feature of Steam for a long time. But SteamDB notes the latest beta version changes how the client connects to content delivery network, removing access to customers who had previous versions of games, which is annoying because there have been times where you try and play a game and because you have the old version, you haven't updated it and it won't let you play, or it doesn't work on your system and that's it, you're done with the game. But this is good. The fact that you can actually go back to an earlier version of the game is really good. Because I've had games which just won't play because you update them and for some reason the new version just doesn't like your Steam, doesn't like your computer. And you're just like, well, I bought this game, I want to play it and now I can't. But the fact that they are, and like it says here, beloved by modders, speedrunners, achievement hunters, blah blah blah. This is so good, especially for me as I am a game historian. I collect old games. I like having the original version of games, so being able to keep that and be able to know that I have access to those old games is so important to me because I want to be able to play those old games. Because sometimes when they update them, they're just, it's just, even if they work better, sometimes the fact that they don't work quite as well, and there are glitches that can let you speedrun and stuff like that, that's what makes it fun. So the fact that Steam is actually allowing that and is continuing with that is really, really good. I think that's awesome. So fair play to Steam for doing that. That is good news for the gaming community. Obviously, we don't know how far back it'll let you go, but the fact that you can actually, get back to the old versions, that is a good thing. So good on you, Steam. Well done for doing that. That is good news. Good news. We need some good news in the gaming community. Also, well, these two are actually linked. This isn't about gaming specifically. Yeah, whatever, BBC. EU rules to force USB-C chargers for all phones. This has been put on the back of Apple, and if you don't know, I'm an Apple fangirl. I have had people mock me constantly for using Apple products, but my PC that I'm using now is not an Apple PC. My gaming computer is not an Apple, obviously, because since they updated to the new versions of the OS, Steam doesn't work. So I had to get a gaming PC to be able to actually play video games. But the fact that they're now saying that USB chargers have to be the same for all phones. People are saying this is aimed at Apple because Apple have been very reticent to change to USB-C. They've been using this Lightning for a long time. And their excuse is the fact that, well, people who have older iPhones or who have older iPads, which have the the Lightning charger, they just need the one charger, which makes sense. But now the EU are saying that everybody has to use USB-C. This is something they've been going on for a long time because USB-C has kind of become the standard now. They use it on the Switch. The latest MacBooks have it. And so it kind of makes sense because it just means you just need one cable. You just need one cable and it will work on everything. So people are saying that they're going after Apple with this and saying that this is to stop Apple using the Lightning. And do you know what? Even though, yes, I like Apple products, this is a good thing. I think that having one standard thing is a good thing. Because I remember when I was younger, it would be like, has anyone got a Nokia charger? Has anyone got this charger? Has anyone got this charger? And because if you leave your charger at home, it's like, oh, have you got this? No, I've got Samsung. Oh, have you got, no, I've got this, and it's just like, and it got really annoying. So having a standardized thing across all mobile phones is a really good thing. Is a great idea. USB-C is the industry standard now. USB has been the industry standard for a long time, but USB-C is obviously the top level. It's got the charging power, it's got the abilities, and the reason I wanted to talk about this is because also we have this other article from PC Gamer says that the new 240 watt USB-C means that every laptop charger could soon be universal, which basically means if you have a 240 watt USB-C charger, you can use it to charge any device, be that a phone, be that pad, be that laptop. That is good news. That means you will literally only need one cable for all your devices, which can only be a good thing because the amount of tech we carry around. I mean, I don't know about you. Like, I take my laptop to work. Because especially now, because this is the thing with the whole COVID thing. Oops, you're not supposed to use that word. Um, it's been we were told like if you're using the computers at work, you then have to wash them, clean them down with the disinfectant. You have to disinfect your hands. You have to and then. And so I've just been taking my laptop to work, which I did anyway, because I just prefer using my laptop. I take my MacBook Air to work because it's light. I can just slip it in my bag and just go. Um, so I've always just used my MacBook Air at work. It's an old style, it's an older generation MacBook Air, so it doesn't have the USB-C charger. Um, so which is kind of annoying, but there you go. But this is the thing, like I have to carry around, like, because obviously I've got my watch, which will occasionally run out of charge. So I've got the charger for my watch, I've got the charger for my phone, I've got my laptop charger. That's 3 different chargers for 3 devices. Um, Whereas if we have one single device, one single charger, I just need to take one. You know, if I took, because when the Switch first came out, I would take my Switch to work because between classes I'd be sat in the staff room going, Breath of the Wild, I will kill the bad guys. I was trying to 100% that game. I didn't get anywhere near, but there you go. Um, but this is the thing, having one single charger that will do everything will take so much hassle out of everything. It will just make life so much easier. So I think that this is a really good idea because then it will mean it doesn't matter what type of laptop you've got, what type of phone you've got, whatever you know that this will work. You can plug it in and you can just say, hey, can I borrow your charger? Like, because a lot of my friends don't use Apple products. Some do, some don't, but a lot of them don't. And so if they don't use Apple products, they're like, "Oh, do you have it?" And I'm like, "No, sorry, I'm Apple." Like, you know. Or students will be like, "Miss, do you have an Apple charger?" I'm like, "I do." You know. You obviously don't. And so it just makes life so much easier if it's just like, I need a USB-C, because everyone would have it. Everyone would be fine. And if you forget your charger, you can just go, "Sorry, can I borrow your charger?" Doesn't matter what device you're using, you know it will work. So I think this is actually really good news. This is really good, and I think that this is something that should have happened a long time ago, because it makes sense to have like a standardized system. The way that Apple got around it in the past, if you look at this picture here, the way they got around it is they still had the lightning connector that plugged into the phone, but they had a USB-C that plugged into the plug, into the actual bit that you plug in the wall. So they had technically got a USB-C on the cable, just not the end that you plug in the phone. So that was their way of getting around it. It was like, well, no, we've put a USB-C on, just which was clever on Apple's part, because they still had the proprietary thing. It didn't help anyone, and I think that going for this kind of system where it is a standardized system is a really good idea and makes a lot of sense for everyone. And so fair play. You can say what you want about the EU, you're either for or against, but this is actually a good suggestion. This is a good idea and it makes a lot of sense. And so having a standardized charging set for any phone is good, and then making it 240 so that up to 240 so that it will charge any device, that's really good news. Because obviously we're at the situation now where the thing will, you can just plug it in and it will, if it needs 240 watt, it will give you 240 watt. If it's just a phone, it doesn't need that, it will give you the wattage that the phone needs. So I think that's really, really good, and fair play to them for that. So I'm all for that. As a techie, I'm all for that. I like anything that and plus anything that makes my life easier. Hey, Solar! How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for being here, my friends. Are you okay? Are you okay? It's been a bit. Hope you're doing good. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, I have to show you guys the thing. It's pretty gross. So trigger warning if you don't like horror theme stuff. But we're heading into the month of October, so this is good. Someone's made a horrifying fleshy N64 controller. So people tend to like to mess with things, and this is one of the things they've messed with. They have created a whole new N64 controller. And I should warn you, it's kind of gross, so beware. It was on Twitter. Come on, little page, because of course, when I want it, it won't let. Yay. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Word is not responding. Dang it, Word. Why you not respond? Why you not play? Ugh. Because of course. Of course it won't. Of course it won't. So apparently Word has crashed. Oh, great. Hang on 1 second. I think I'm going to have to reload words. Dang it. Because... Oh, there we go. I've got Word back now. Okay, where we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's thinking. It's thinking. This is good. Pro streamer. I'm a pro streamer. You say Luigi isn't that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fleshy N64. Dude, when you see it, my friend, you'll understand what I'm saying. Like, when you see it, when it decides to load, I saw it, I went, ew. But Luigi isn't horrifying, though. Weechi! Sweechi! I mean, this is the thing. I'm the older sibling, so I'm Team Mario. Yeah, you gotta. I mean, I want to show you. I really want to show you. Ah, come on, dude. Why? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this? Let's try this. Let me click the link in the article. See if this will work. Let's try this. It's not wanting to work. Let's try this. Boom. Sorry, that was really loud. Let's try again. Fleshy up. Fleshy N64 controller. There it is. There we go. That's the picture. That's the one. There we go. This is the controller. This is what someone's made into an N64 controller. Right? It's just like, what the heck? It is the stuff of nightmares. Yummy, right? It's like, dude, really? Like, why? Like, oh my goodness. It's crazy. But yeah, this is what someone has made into an N64 controller. It's pretty messed up. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty messed up. And you have to wonder why. It's just crazy. Like, they have taken an N64 controller and turned it into this. Looks like a belly button nipple. It's a nipple as the joystick. It is a nipple as the joystick, and eyes as the button, and teeth as the D-pad. Well, nipples with teeth in it as the D-pad. It's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. But it's like, I mean, it's October tomorrow, so this is apparently the month of scares. So, like, you know, it's fitting that this would be talked about now. It's just crazy. It's like, oops, it's absolutely crazy that they've done this, and yeah, it's really it's pretty weird. But fair play, I guess. to them. It's like, okay, you went with something interesting, right? Hey, Anonymous, how are you? Um, I bet it feels weird. It must feel very weird in your hands because it's like it says, it's fleshy. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't want to use this. I'll be honest. It looks gross. Um, yeah, no. No, it's gonna be no. That's a no from me. But yeah, like, it's so messed up. I mean, like, yeah, it just, yeah, no, it's apparently got a real fleshy feel to it. Really, Netimus, really, okay. Yeah, I guess if you do, that would be the product for you. But no, I mean, it's just gross. Like, I can't. It took a lot of imagination, so fair play to the person who created this, for the imagination on that one. But no, you know, you know. That'll be a big no from me. Also, this is really good news. Speaking of Nintendo's, Super Nintendo World confirms Donkey Kong expansion. For those of you who don't know, Super Nintendo World is in Universal Studios in Japan. It is a theme park within a theme park, all based around Nintendo, and they're doing a Donkey Kong expansion planned to open for 2024. This is cool. Obviously, everything so far has been based around Mario. So it's really cool that they're actually let's imagine it. Really? Okay. It's like, so they're actually taking it to another level and doing a Donkey Kong expansion. So this is really, really cool. They're doing a Donkey Kong themed expansion, first major expansion to Super Nintendo World, but it's not open until 2024. This is fun. This is a lot of new, because obviously Donkey Kong is a huge favorite for Nintendo. And so the fact that they're expanding it and they're adding more stuff just shows how popular it must be. I'm a big Nintendo fan, so I kind of like this. I kind of wish it was The Legend of Zelda, because obviously Zelda fan. Um, I don't. I mean, well, this is the thing. I mean, Donkey Kong is popular, but you know, he's like you say, he's not that relevant. This is why I'm saying it would have been better if it was Zelda, because Zelda is much bigger than Donkey Kong, I think. And obviously, you've got the sequel to Breath of the Wild coming out soon, so it would have been it would have made more sense to make it a Zelda expansion rather than a Donkey Kong expansion, because we haven't seen a lot from Donkey Kong. So yeah, I think. But this is kind of good news because it means obviously it's popular, it's going to grow. Hopefully there will be a Zelda one. If there's a Zelda one, I'm there. But yeah, it just shows that it's obviously. Nintendo is insanely popular. Let's be honest. Nintendo games are popular. No, you're right. There haven't been any recent Donkey Kong releases, but yeah, I think they obviously went on what can be done and how you can make it fun and interactive. And there is probably more scope for an interactive theme park thing with Donkey Kong than with something like Zelda. You know, I mean, don't we all just want to run around and swing a sword? Like, just give me a sword and hiya, and I'll be happy. You know. If you watched last week's one, the clip that was on last week's, where I just said, "Just give me a gun," and it was literally in FPS games. That's what I'm saying. You know. But yeah, I think that it's cool that they're doing this, and they've obviously got some good ideas for it, and the fact that it's nostalgia. I mean, I don't know how much they're investing, I'll be honest, but you know, they've obviously seen a potential there, which is why they're doing it. So, oh yeah, good times. Yeah, man. I mean, give me a sword and hey, yeah, I would dress up as Link and do the whole killing Ganon. That would be so much fun. I mean, you know, it's Zelda. What's not to love? So yeah, I think it's really cool. I think that like shooting things and pew pew pew. I do. You work that one out. That I like shooting things. Speaking of shooting things, as you know, I'm a massive fan of Horizon Zero Dawn. They have just announced that Horizon Forbidden West's outfits will have skills attached. Like in Horizon Zero Dawn, the outfits, how many? I don't know. I have to admit, I don't know how many Donkey Kong cosplays there are. Horizon Zero Dawn, the outfits gave you different like resiliences, like you're more or less resilient to cold and to different weapons. But this says it will give you different skills. So this is interesting. Guerrilla Games. Lengthy post shared on the official PlayStation blog. Guerrilla Games community lead Bo de Vries introduces changes that were giving away too much detail. Horizon Forbidden West players will be able to select different outfits for Aloy. However, they will give you different skills and augment her abilities in different ways. This is an interesting idea, and it's a clever idea. I think that it will affect how you play, what you're wearing. So I think that's kind of cool. Aloy is an awesome character. I love Aloy. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I loved it so much. So I'm really looking forward to Forbidden West coming out. I will most definitely be streaming that because it is a lot of fun. And also, fellow ginger, there are not enough gingers in video games. So I'm really looking forward to giving this a go and seeing how it works and seeing how the mechanics work of different abilities depending on what outfit you're wearing. But they've also shown more detail in the game. They've shown the fact that how she's evolved. And how also, like, on the PS5 she will have new skills introduced. Change Thor is ginger. Yeah, true. Change to a cosmetic. Well, no, I mean, I think it's clever because it means that you can change the outfits and do different things, and have different abilities. So I think that's I think it's an interesting idea. It'd be interesting to see how they integrate it into the game at least. But they have said that obviously they've released these pictures of Aloy and shown how on the PS5 the how different she'll look, like how much more detail there will be on the PS5 version to the PS4. And literally, I bought the PS5 because of this game. I knew this was coming for PS5, and I'm like, I have to have one because I need this day one. So I bought the PS5 day one, and they've shown like the details on it. Like it's incredible. Like the details on the face are so much more. Why not add a skills option and use cosmetics? Both I'm bound to. I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. But like, I think they'll have both. I think you will have a skill tree because you had a skill tree in the original. But the fact that certain things, because this is the thing, what you wear does affect what you're able to do, even in real life. Like, there are certain things that if you're wearing a massively heavy outfit, you can't like jump around and do all the stuff you can if you're in a lighter outfit. So, Skyrim 3S mods that allow you skills associated gear. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think it's an interesting idea, definitely. And like I said, I'll be interested to see how they implement it. I think that's the thing. If it's done intelligently, it can be good. But yeah, I think the game is going to be amazing, whatever happens. I mean, I'm not getting hyped. I'm trying not to get hyped for it because I got hyped for Cyberpunk and we know what happened there. So, but I'm really looking forward to it and seeing just like the graphics on this game look amazing, and the fact that on the PS5 it's going to be so much more detailed. It's exactly the same picture. Rarely get the realism to the gear right. This is true, but I mean, you'll never get 100% realism on a video game, let's be honest. But the detail in her face is just incredible. The fact that it's just, yeah, I know, Cyberpunk, right? It's absolutely incredible. It just looks amazing. So I'm really looking forward to trying this game. I'm really looking forward to playing it. It was why I bought the PS5, like I said. I just cannot wait for this game to come out. So I think when February comes around next year, this will be everything. This will be all I will stream for that time. Oh hello. Um, but I mean, and this is the thing. It's cool to see like. I mean, I don't want to go the female lead, blah blah, because there are female leads in lots of games, and you can choose to be a female in a lot of games if you want to. So but it's cool to see a ginger in the lead role. More gingers, please. More of us. More representation. But this I found interesting. Well, interesting but not surprising. It says 60% of Sim 4's player women aged between 18 and 24. The game has majority women players. This isn't actually surprising, because women do tend to go for the more sim-based games than men do. I like I like sim games. They're okay, but I'm a tomboy. I've always preferred the pew 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 games. Um, but I'm not surprised to see that the majority of Sims 4 players are women. It is the kind of more chill game, sort of casual game, which does tend to be the sort of game that women go for. I mean, I know that Colleen will, Colleen is more of into more serious game like myself. We do prefer the boys games, but this does not surprise me at all to find this out. I would have been surprised actually if it had been 60% men. And when I saw this article, I'm like, well, duh. But the fact that it's been confirmed is interesting. It does show what kind of games people are into, and 18 to 24. That is the age bracket that we're playing this game. As a surprise to nobody, So yeah, had it been different, had it been the fact that it was men playing it more, that would have surprised me. But this is just, it's normal. Women tend to like the games which are more chilled. They tend to like the games where more build it rather than destroy it. And this is not me making huge generalizations, though I am making huge generalizations. Apparently it is still going, but yeah. It's just, yeah, it doesn't surprise me, because this is the kind of game women do go for. Women go for the more chilled games which don't require lots of accuracy. I don't know why, but it's just that tends to be more their thing. So, I mean, but yeah, the Sims games were really good. Hey, women on Red Dead is ginger. This is true. This is true. This is true. The women on Red Dead is ginger. More gingers. We need more gingers. But yeah, it's interesting to see that, but it's not surprising. This is what we're expecting. What is surprising is my final bit of news for today. If my computer will do what I want it to do, but of course it won't, so I have to do it this way. There we go. Hasbro is opening a brand new AAA game division. Division of Hasbro opens a brand new AAA game studio that will develop console and PC games based on some of the company's properties. So, and this is the thing, Hasbro has done so much. They've got so many properties that they own that they have the rights to. So, like, as we can see here, Peppa Pig, Transformers, My Little Pony, they own the rights to so many things. It says whether it be toys, board games, or shows, many are bound to have come contact with some of the company's merchandise. So they really do have some incredible things. Hasbro's Wizard of the Coast division is responsible for opening up the new game studio. Wizard of the Coast obviously being the ones who did Magic the Gathering. So they're making a whole new division to focus on gaming, which makes sense. I'm kind of surprised in a way that it's taken Hasbro so long to get into gaming, because the shift has been for a long time into video games, or at least the gamification of things. So the fact that Hasbro has taken this long to get into the gaming market is actually surprising. It doesn't surprise me at all that they're trying to make a new gaming division. It does make total sense. They've got some amazing IPs behind them, especially kids IPs. So It failed every time in G.I. Joe games. I just learned from Rockstar once and apply it. Larry Hannah storyline, open sandbox with all the vehicles. Would make sense, yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. That's like I'm saying. They've got all these IPs that they can use. Like you said, G.I. Joe, Transformers. They could do some amazing things with it. Make some amazing games out of these IPs. And so, and that's what I'm saying. It's surprising. Sorry, my ear's itchy, and I just hit my headphones. Trying to scratch my ear. But so it kind of doesn't make sense that they haven't got into the market before. So this isn't surprising to me at all. It makes perfect sense for Hasbro to want to use their IPs for something different and to make them into video games. So I think that once the studio's open, we will see a lot of games. My worry is that we'll end up with lots of like Wii shovelware type games. But obviously, if they're trying to go down the AAA high budget route, then maybe we'll see something of good quality. But yeah, I think it will be interesting to see what happens. It will be interesting to see what they do with it, because obviously, like I said, they have some they do have some amazing IPs, and I think that going into the future, this is the future of toys. It's video games is the future of toys. This is what people want. They want to see the toys that they like in video games, and kids are interacting differently now. Kids want video games. Kids are much more aware of video games. So the fact that Hasbro hasn't gone into that already is very, very surprising to me. But yeah, so I can see this becoming something really, really big and becoming so much more. But yeah, I think that it's going to be very interesting to see what happens from there. Why were studios closed? I mean, it's not. It's not. Honestly, it's not the easiest job to do under quarantine. Believe me, I know people in the business, and it's not the easiest job to do under quarantine. Well, two different markets, I guess. But yeah, that's all the news that I have for you guys today. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow afternoon doing FPS Fridays. I will be doing some Sega stuff over the weekend, so I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for joining me. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to end it there because none of my friends are streaming right now. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys. Have a good one. Thanks.